Hey guys, what's up? Hello, hello. Welcome to Angel Insight. My name is Michelle Christidis. If you're new here, I'm so glad that you found us. My name is Michelle Christidis, and we are in the middle of a beautiful oracle, which came in for 3 weeks. We're on week number 2. So you're right in the middle. So if you missed last week, you want to check it out. I tried to update the link. I had a little bit of an issue. I hope I don't have any issues. My daughter wants to say hi real quick. Come on.
Hi.
It's my daughter Jordan. Yes, so she's come on with us today. Okay. And if you missed part 1, go ahead and check that out. Sorry. Welcome to part 2. We've been working with, this is the oracle that came in with the artwork of Primavera, which is by Biscotti. It's a famous piece of artwork. And it's so beautiful how this has come in because the energy is moving from right to left. Spirit is bringing energy in, and this painting is guiding us. Okay. So last week we talked about all the way to the right of this painting. We dealt with those energies last week. We were talking about transformation. Now we're in the middle, a little bit past the middle to the left in the painting, and we are talking about the Hesperides, the Graces, the three, Hesperiid nymphs, if you will. Okay, so this is a famous painting. It's been leading us through this energy. Today, we're talking about a couple different things, but we're talking about magical endings today. Okay, yeah, Primavera means spring. So here we're going into the winter and we're talking about spring. So, how magical is that? This is something pretty major. Okay, I am speaking to a collective. I believe you are the sensitive collective, and your guides and your angels have brought you here. Okay, or your higher self have brought you here so that you can understand more about how your energy works, and more importantly, understand how it reacts with shifts in the energy, which is why I'm giving you forecasts, because girls and boys, I am also part of that collective. So it's just to understand how our body picks up on the signals, how it reacts, what it's speaking to us. Okay. So as we go in today's oracle, these particular nymphs were related. You might remember the story of Hercules, okay? There is the story of Hercules threaded throughout here, as well as the story of Jason and the Argonauts. And back in the day, way, way back before the written word, this is how oracle was spread by word, by speaking of story. And so we're using the story to guide us. Art is also oracle, it is expression, right? As is writing, as is our orator, right? They're all forms of expression and they speak truth, which is what the definition of oracle is. So we have the angel prayers coming in this week. We've got some magical endings happening, and basically we have 3 major shifts is what we're going to be exploring today. Now, in that story of Hercules, the nymphs, they were the ones, okay, who guarded the golden apple tree. Now, interesting enough, when Hera, let's get into the story, let's understand how this all connects. Hera married Zeus. When Hera married Zeus, she asked Gaia to please, plant the golden apple tree in her garden, which extended into the Atlas Mountains. Okay. And this is really speaking about this pineal gland activation. We have all this clarity coming in. Overall, that's what's happening over these 3 weeks. But of course, it actually does so much more, because one shift in your energetic makeup shifts in all departments, if you will. Okay. So think of yourself as Jenga, right? It's like the stability starts at that base, and as we go up, um, when we make shifts, it changes the trajectory. It changes the trajectory and the stability. Okay, so These particular nymphs were called the Hesperides, and legend has it that they were turned into trees, specifically the poplar tree, the elm, and the willow. And we're going to use some of that magic today in the oracle. We're setting the stage. We have this transformation. Did you feel it? Did you resonate with it? I know I did. And I'm very excited to get into this. So let's go ahead and go. We're starting with the channeled message. Channeled message. When you embrace all that grace has to teach, beyond the stars you shall reach. And the angels are here surrounding you, protecting you, guiding you, showing you the way, right? Showing you the way. Now, if you are interested in a transformation, if you feel guided, go within. I am doing a get together, a small get together, an immersion, if you will, with those who are ready to, that feel guided to move in this direction, to feel guided to find their way, right? And so in Chicagoland area, December 12th through the 17th, if you're interested, please message me, angelinsight.net, and I'd be happy to give you the details. This is for a special group. So just go in and see, is it for me? And then contact me. Okay, so these particular Hesperides were also called the sunset goddesses, the sunset graces, the sunset goddesses. So we've got some sunsets, 3 particular sunsets, 3 endings. We're going to take a look at them. The angels are going to come in and guide us. And then also, I was guided to read a definition of grace. So what is grace? Grace is defined as the exercise of love, kindness, mercy, favor, and the disposition to serve another. So who am I speaking to? I am definitely speaking to all, I believe those of you that will find this, you are collective workers. Even if you don't know you're a collective worker, you are. We all do different things in the collective, and you don't even need to be engaging publicly necessarily to be doing your work, because we engage with one another on so many other levels, and it's really nice to connect the dots, right? So let's go ahead and see, what are these changes, okay? What is this sunset? I love how this came through and how I'm being guided to roll this out, is because in our energetic system, the base is your root chakra, right? And then the base is your root chakra, which is red. For anyone, I'm not going to assume. I always assume that you're new here, okay? So we've got our base, our root chakra, which is red in color, sacral orange, and then the solar plexus is yellow. But today we're going to go, instead of up sun rising, we have a sunset. We're going to start with our power. We're going to affect our divine feminine. So we're taking action, which is going to affect the sacral, which is then going to allow you to feel more rooted. Okay, so that is what we're talking about here. And how that means this yellow, we were talking about this about the Hesperides, the 3 nymphs who you see in the picture when you came in here. And they were all changed into trees. And the one that was changed into the poplar tree is actually coming in as the color yellow. Okay. Now, I will tell you what I really, really, really love about this is this understanding that, first of all, if you look up poplar trees, if you Google them, I will tell you that they have been genetically engineered. And there is something about that related to, when we speak of the solar plexus, we're speaking of the seat of your action. We're speaking about the seat of your power. And it does seem that the story, which is very common, is that there is some sort of restoration, okay? Some sort of restoration that is happening here, okay? And when we speak of this, We speak of the divine feminine, this restoration comes through as these golden apples. Okay. And of course, these nymphs were the ones who guarded the tree along with a dragon and another guardian. And it was Hercules that kind of tricked Atlas, right? Because those were his daughters to hold, to go get the golden apples. So it's all about using your wit. It's about using your intuition. It's about allowing yourself to be guided. But this is also about taking back your power and, in a lot of ways, stepping into your power. So, what are we speaking of here in just a moment? Is we're speaking about a change in despair. Uh, there has been almost this hopelessness in some arena of your life. This resonates for all of us in many different ways. It could be a relationship, it could be work, it could be so many different things. But there's this level of hopelessness, and we're going to have a change, which means there's a shift there, which means we're not going to feel as despaired or disbarred. Okay, despaired or disbarred. When we talk about the golden apples, we're talking about the vibration of appeasement. And it's like we're no longer going there. Okay. We're stepping into our power. We're stepping into our truth. We've had this long, I feel those of you that find this, it's been a long time coming, but every single part, every single step, every single delay, every single uh, push to the side, every single um, question and doubt has never fully been entertained by you, because there is this fire that rages within you, and it just knew. And it's like we're not appeasing anymore. No longer are we doing what is the best for us, okay? For everybody else, but instead the best for us. And this is what this speaks about first. So we're going to go ahead and shuffle in your energy, okay? So let's go ahead and shuffle in the miracle of prayer. I love it. We are talking about the angels. They have prayers for us. Sorry, the light's in the way. Archangel Sandalphon is guiding us. He guides us with song. And of course, what song do we have coming in for this entire oracle is a song from, speaking of no doubts. Ooh, I got goosebumps. Don't speak. I know what you're hearing. I know what you're saying. I'm saying the words absolutely wrong, and that's okay. But that's the song that has come in. The video is amazing, and it led to all that's coming together. Okay, so how can we? On the bottom here, we have the spirit animal. We have, the animals coming in, and I love this because I've been feeling a shift. Um, Many of you know me as the animal wisdom lady, but isn't it funny that this year the wisdom is still coming in, but it's coming in ways to point to specific cycles. And this is so timely, my friends, as the viper is literally wrapping up, literally, okay, shedding its skin. There's a transformation, an evolution, a stretch in the skin, and we're going into something new, okay? But before we need to see an ending in a couple arenas. So let's go ahead and see what this is all about. Okay. It's an ending in, let me change my light here. These are really glossy cards, okay? All right, let me try to find. It's an ending in, people that leave you. I do have a sense that many of you that find this particular oracle, you have people have come and go. I wouldn't say that you necessarily, actually, I am going to say it. Because you do. Many of you feel lonely. You've connect with people very easily, but for some reason, people have come and go. And this has led to that kind of like despair. okay? Despair, feeling set to the sidelines. You've always kind of felt a little cast out, like you didn't really belong, okay? But remember, we're talking about an ending, okay? A change in that because let's just say something else may have been in the mix or not, whatever you resonate with. We are talking about your spiritual abundance here. You have gifts coming your way. You have expansion coming in. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to find. There we go. Okay. You have expansion coming in. Thank you to the angels for blessing me with divine and infinite abundance. Okay. With all this white here, there's wisdom coming your way. That's that clarity. There's that alchemy right in the center. Okay. And that has everything to do with the golden apples, my friends. Okay. Everything to do with the alchemy of the appeasement, of doing what was the best for others and not necessarily what was best for yourself. Okay. You could be stepping into studying and learning. You definitely, you might see yourself taking a new course. You might see yourself learning something new about yourself. If you want to fast track this, I really encourage you to message me, angelinsight.net, so that you can see if the small get together, only available for 5 people in the Chicagoland area, is for you, because it is for those who are being fast tracked, those who need guidance, those who need community. We are creating a community, a network, if you will, and we are awakening to one another. It just feels so right. Going back to that lift up, we're giving a lift up. Okay. I love how this is coming through. Yeah, your inner voice. It's time that you hear it. What we've been speaking about this entire time about this last week, we talked about this expansion and transformation, if you'll remember. And that transformation was literally auditory. So I do expect that many of you are starting to hear your voice. Many of you are maybe questioning what's coming through. I know when I first spiritually awake, most of you who find your way here are already spiritually awakened, but those of you that come here in search, those of you that are led here that are just awakening, I will tell you, when I first awakened, it's kind of interesting because I awoke into my gifts, I would say recently in the last 4 years. However, I didn't really know that those were gifts. I've always been very intuitive. I've always had that inner voice. I didn't know it was a thing. I just thought it was me, and it is me. But when you're working in this space and depending on what you do, I didn't realize that it was connected to something else. Okay. And so, you know, there's been a lot of guidance of that inner voice, okay? Whisperings, signals, lights, symbols, all kinds of things to come in to confirm your inner knowings, your inner voice, your feelings. There's expansion here. And this has a lot to do with really turning up the notch of that power. I can feel it so much. And there's this shift, right? We're just pre-shuffling, couple more shuffles. There is this shift in the peace and the harmony. There is this shift in the balance, okay? Many of you have been holding on to energies as a collective, working together. Yeah, you may or may not be aware, but there is balance coming in, as that is universal law. Universal law is that all will come into balance, okay? And Archangel Ragul is here, surrounding my life, my life in harmonious light. And it's not so much about the light here, it's more about the harmony, okay? And when we think of harmony, It's like in sync with others. I was just watching The Voice. I love The Voice. You guys love The Voice. This season is off the hook. And that's what just flew in my head is Reba, who was with the McIntyres. It's all about harmony. And you can't have harmony as a solo act. It's not something you do, it's something you do in tandem with others. Okay? It's something you do in tandem with others. And this is just really coming in so loudly. I can actually almost hear this vibration. Okay. And as you listen to this oracle, are we attuning our vibrations to the same level so that we can work together? Wow, this is like coming in really cool. Okay, so I love that shift. Are we superheroes in which now we can truly find one another? Is what's coming through here. Yeah, the divine physician, Archangel Raphael. And I do feel, oh, wow, I feel the heart chakra. You are lovers, okay? Those of you that I can feel you, I can feel the love that you give out. And it's almost, okay, I want to watch my words here because for some of you, you're very heavy hearted. Some of you are so sick and tired of being used and abused. And I keep going back to that word appease. And it's like, there's this, okay, what I'm trying to say, something wants to come through and I'm just gonna let it, I'm just gonna allow the rawness of it. It's like your heart, you give back so much more than you receive for sure. That's that appeasement, but we have a change there, okay? We have a change to not despair that. We have a change in an age. We have a change in the divine masculine, and these are going to impact you all. You are very heart centered. And what you may or may not be realizing is that you have been in many ways, I feel holding on to this collective shadow, taking bites out at a time, right? And it's like, why? Because of what your heart gives. It is part of who you are. Do not lose faith. Do not allow anything. I'm hearing nobody puts baby in the corner. Don't let anything steal your thunder. Don't allow yourself to be lost in the hopelessness of others because it is through you that people find their grace. You emulate these qualities, and people wonder how. People wonder how. And 22:57 on the clock because you're the builders. You show your special sauce. It's like you're the Big Macs, right? You're the Big Macs, and it's because of that special sauce. Like people just can't put a thumb on it, but they're attracted to you. Okay? But it's like things haven't fallen through. Things have not fallen through. But look, my friends, do not despair because you are leveling up. You are in the buzz, okay? Trustworthy friends. It's like I am feeling this. We're going to read it. Thank you, angels, for surrounding me with people I can trust and love. I love that I see in here are dandelions, okay? And what I love here more than anything is look at all this gold. Here we are on the cusp of this full moon, okay? First of all, which is showing the timing. And you can hear my dog. My daughter just came home from work. And it's like your masculine energy has gone through this transformation. It's found its goldness. It's had this alchemy, and it's giving a lift up to what you receive, how you hear, expansion in your gifting. Okay? This is so part of everything that we were doing. So let's go ahead and read about this real quick. Trustworthy friends. I do believe that there is a special message that wants to come through here. That is my rule. If it comes through twice, It's meant to be. Alicia, oh my gosh, this resonates deeply. It's being seen. Yes, I'm leveling up. I have changed so much in the past couple months. I've changed. And I'm getting goosebumps, amethyst, okay, which I know you love to be called. But I want to preface actually that I don't believe that you have changed. I think the world is ready for you. Okay. Oh God, that's like so deep. That is so deep. And that's what we're speaking about here. There were and potentially are, okay, some energies that are trying to block this collective, which is helping the collective shadow. Okay, it's a big one. It's been here. It's been anyone that's awakened knows that we're off course. That we are off course by literally probably thousands of years. And you are ancient souls, and potentially, like the poplar tree, has something been trying to impersonate you? Has something in your energy field repelling? Okay, potentially. This is what I pick up on. Okay, are you? What does my daughter always say? Are you sniffing when I'm stepping in? Okay, and it's not that there's fear, and it's not about that, but from the opening of the very beginning of my awakening, my heart cracked open and I heard that I was an oracle healer. I heard that I could help heal by spreading truth. And I can only share the truths that come into me. It's up to you to go within, right? To see if it resonates. Yes, the world wasn't ready for me. And here I come. Yes. 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 That's exactly what we're saying. And the biggest reason that is, my friend, is because